Okay, there is a lot of people that's out of touch with reality, especially the higher class and middle class, that really doesn't understand why the economy is not doing what they really would like it to do. So I'm going to go over this and unpack it very, very slow. And then we can get to the biblical part of explaining. But first, let's start with the physical, the world we live in. Get people updated so they're not outdated. Okay, first off, the housing market. People aren't buying 2 and 3 story houses anymore because they're not having children. They're not having lots of children. Okay, marriages fail, relationships fail. Relationships is the biggest part of the economy and communities and society. But see, here's the thing: without humans getting married, having children, there's an existential crisis. People has to have purpose. Okay? And we'll get to the part where religion ties into that. But first, if relationships are not the best thing in the market, the rest of the economy is not going to line up. Just like jobs. They say, well, people don't want to work no more. No. They want to work. They want to make money and provide for a family that they don't have. But first, they need that family. Okay? But we'll get to that too. Where I'm trying to take this video here is explaining to get people up to speed, to clean the wax out of their ears. There is a very uncomfortable job market. Okay? And some people might say, well, you're just supposed to, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and just grin and bear it. Well, maybe so. But just like Trump had said when he first got in office, people should find jobs they enjoy to do. Well, I guess that's like saying, we're just going to get a Doge check or like a tariff check coming up. Okay? And it may come to fruition. I don't know. He was supposed to make houses affordable for young couples. Well, here's the thing. This is why I'm making the video, to explain. The economy will never be right until the relationship, the home, is right. You can't build a home, okay? It makes 0 sense, zero, for a man to go out in his young days all the way up, okay, into his 30s, 40s, or 50s, building a 2-story house, lots of money in the bank, preparing for retirement. He shouldn't have to have 2 or 3 vehicles, sports cars, land, houses, etc., and be that well established. Then society's like, well, if a man's like, 40, 50, or 60 years old, he ain't got no business dating an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old. What do you expect if you work him for 30 or 40 years if he's single? And then he gets to the age where he's like, I done worked all these years, paid in Social Security and taxes, and I want to have some enjoyment in life. Okay? He doesn't want to marry a woman that's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different baby daddies. He just doesn't. Okay? He wants a woman that he can, or should we say young lady, that he can have their experiences together. Okay? Because a lot of people, when they look at piercings and tattoos or children or baby daddies or exes, whatever the case, debt, they see a baggage that they don't want to tote because they know their time is limited. They're only going to live 70, 80, maybe 90 years old. If they're lucky, 100 to 110, very few. I've yet to see a whole group, a country of people that live past 120. You don't want to waste your life, okay, waiting, working, if you're not going to have something. The whole point of a marriage is a union between two people to build a foundation and have something. A foundation is what makes the house, okay? You shouldn't go out there and you have the bank account and the house and this and that and the other up in age, like you're going to get with this woman and just pour your money over into her. Like, you might as well adopt a child, is what this is basically. I mean, this is how perverted that the society and communities have mentally got, thinking that you're just supposed to pay into the life support of Social Security and taxes, and you're supposed to die for your country, put your life on the line for your country, when you don't get anything in return. See, the young generation nowadays can't even afford to buy the land. They can't afford to buy the house. And they have a society with women that does not find them attractive, and that their ambitions and goals and dreams is not meant, it doesn't mean anything to them. So what is the point, and where is the gold bar, the gold coin in this? What is there to work for? You might as well have AI robots. Because now you have done sucked the life and made it miserable for young and middle-aged men, and possibly the next generation wave of older men, that there is no enjoyment. There's no fulfillment. It's like a spoiled child that goes to their parents and says, gimme, 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 and yet they turn around and never tell them they love them, appreciate them, or does anything for them. And that's the way that these men are treated. Now, a lot of people might get offended. I don't care. They don't have to walk in the shoes of these people that have sacrificed their lives to be demonized for wanting to live and enjoy the fruit of their labor and have something. Why pay into a society and tax? It's just, okay, example, smokers, dippers. Okay, I'll give you an example. Tobacco. When you buy tobacco, you're probably paying more taxes, state and federal, on a pack of cigarettes. Why is it, if you're paying more, if you're a heavy 1, 2, 3 pack smoker, why is it if you're paying thousands of dollars a year in taxes, is your voice not heard more than anybody else if you're paying the most state and federal taxes and community tax? It does not make one lick of sense. It does not add up one bit. So I think this has all been done on purpose. And I'm going to leave it at that. I have my own hypothesis and theory behind it. I have my own opinion about it. But I wanted to get this out in the open, truthfully. What people won't say on podcasts and publicly. Nobody has cussed anybody out. Nobody has made threats. Nobody has called for violence. Nobody has said anything demeaning toward any individual or group or religion. It has been entirely across the board a viewpoint from a male throughout his entire lifespan. Of all males, what they're having to go through in society. Now, I would like to go deeper, go into some more productive topics. So, Hopefully the feedback will be stimulating.